We're in Los Feliz, a neighborhood about 3 miles from downtown LA. Los Feliz is maybe best known for the range of its hipsters, but the reason we're in Los Feliz is because it's also incredibly diverse religiously. From a Sikh Gurdwara to Scientology and self-realization fellowships and storefront churches, there's even a space for secular humanists and places for people who want to be spiritual without having to commit to any particular religious tradition. This makes Los Feliz a fascinating place to study some of the major changes that have been affecting American religious culture over the past 10 or 15 years. The big change that you've heard so much about in the news is religious disaffiliation, people leaving organized religion altogether. So today we're going to take a closer look at how you can see these shifts in religious culture in the built environment in Los Feliz. So the building you see behind me is Kadampa Meditation Center, the home of a thriving Tibetan Buddhist group. The original building was built by a Methodist congregation in 1938. Over the course of about 70 years, the Methodist community went from primarily white and English-speaking to primarily Korean-speaking. And by 2008, they had outgrown this building and decided to build a new home for themselves on Western, which is basically one of the main corridors connecting this part of town to Koreatown. When they sold the building in 2008, the buyer was Metropolitan Community Church, or Founders MCC, an LGBT inclusive congregation that had started in West Hollywood. About the same time, two shrinking congregations, one about a mile from here, Mount Hollywood Congregational, and Hollywood Lutheran, were becoming too small to maintain the buildings that had originally housed much larger congregations when they were built in the 1930s. 2013 was a pivotal year for all four groups in Los Feliz. Founders MCC eventually outgrew this building and bought the Congregationalist Church, which is about a mile away from here. The Congregationalists, who had become too small for their space, ended up renting a space in the Lutheran Church, which is just a few blocks away on Hollywood Boulevard. All of this movement left this building open for the Kadampa Meditation Center, which also moved in 2013. Growth sometimes happens in unexpected ways, and divesting itself of a building can give a shrinking congregation a new lease on life. All of these changes are very reflective of these dramatic evolutions in American religious culture, and looking closely at a place like Los Feliz can give us a sense for what these trends mean as they play out on the ground. I'm Nick Street for the USC Center for Religion and Civic Culture.